Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new Pokemon TCG video. Before we start today guys, my apologies for the lack of videos within the past week. I've been a little bit busy. I'm going to make it up with for you guys though, in that I'm going to be having a giveaway. I'm going to be announcing it next week with respects to more clear details as to how many prizes I'm actually giving out. I'm thinking somewhere between 20 to 25 Phantom Forces booster packs, somewhere around there. And I do want to get some ideas as to how you guys actually want me to do this though. So if you guys have any creative suggestions as to how you guys actually want me to go about doing this giveaway, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'm thinking of having multiple winners, hopefully something fun. I know that I don't want something, for example, that it's a first come first serve basis, that the person who happened to be lucky enough to actually, for example, catch the codes or anything like that happens to win. No, I don't want something like that. I want something hopefully creative and something where you guys have a bit of fun as well. So I'll be talking more about this next week. Sorry, not next week, but in my next video. So again, you guys' suggestions are very much appreciated. So please do let me know in the comment section down below. And again, I really want to apologize for the fact that my last video had actually been released a week from now. So with that, we're gonna go and dig into the video. This is a deck that I've very much enjoyed using, so hopefully you guys will as well. And I'm gonna go right ahead and talk about the deck breakdown. So the main attacker of our deck is actually going to be the Kyurem. We're going to be focusing on using his Frost Spear attack or the Blizzard Burn, really depending on the situation. But he has a lot of supporter type Pokemon just to help him maximize the amount of damage that he can actually deal and hopefully allow us to get those one-hit knockouts. So Kyurem is a relatively energetically expensive Pokemon to use, so we're going to be using Pokemon like the Mega Manectric EX with its Turbo Bolt attack to speed up the rate of energy attachment to him. Again, so we're going to be running 2 copies of Mega Manectric EX and 3 copies of the Manectric EX. We're probably not really going to be using the Manectric EX all that much. We're going to be focusing on using his evolution, but really sort of may depend on the situation. And of course, Manectric EX may become our sort of main Pokemon, especially if we're encountering an Yveltal type deck, which seems to be very popular at the moment. Some other Pokemon that we're running as well is we're going to be running 2 Greninjas. Greninja has some beautiful synergy with the Mega Manectric, and that his Water Shuriken ability allows us to discard a water energy card from our hand to actually deal 30 damage to any of our opponent's Pokemon. So this is quite nice in that as soon as we actually get rid of our energies, the Mega Manectric EX can go right ahead and fetch them from our discard pile and attach them to any of our bench Pokemon. So definitely very nice. So we're going to be running 2 copies of him. We're going to be running 1 Frogadier, and we're going to be running 2 Froakies. We're also going to be running 2 rare candies. Of course, that's to try and evolve our Froakie into the Greninja right away, just to save us some turns, things like that. Of course, rare candy is a card that you want to be using in any stage 2 Pokemon type deck, so we are going to be running 2 copies of it in this deck. We're also going to be running the Keldeo EX just with its Russian ability, so we're going to be using him to switch in between our Pokemon. And another thing about the Keldeo EX that I do want to mention is that say if we were actually to use our Kyurem's Blizzard Burn attack, we're actually not able to attack next turn using our Kyurem, but if we were to rush in with our Keldeo EX and then retreat him, we could attack with our Kyurem once again. So that's where there's some synergy between these Pokemon as well. I do want to say that this deck has been performing extremely well, so I feel like you guys are absolutely going to enjoy this deck. Some cards that we're going to be using as well is for our ace pack, we're going to be using the Computer Search. So it's going to allow us to look for crucial cards that we need and hopefully get our deck going. So for example, if we need a rare candy, something like that. So that's what we're actually going to be using this for. We're actually also going to be running somewhat of an atypical card. We're going to be running 2 copies of the Superior Energy Retrieval. This is to allow us to repeatedly use our Greninjas a special ability, so to actually dish out some damage, because unfortunately our Mega Manectric EX fetches energies from our discard pile and attaches them to our bench Pokemon, whereas the Greninja actually needs us to discard energy cards from our hand. So that's where the Superior Energy Retrieval actually comes in handy. So we are going to be running 2 copies of that. We're also going to be running 2 Max Potions, of course, because we can go and completely heal off our Pokemon, and then the Mega Manectric EX attacks and allows us to attach those energies that we discarded back to our Pokemon once again. So definitely works quite nice. So we're going to be running 2 copies of that. We're also going to be running 1 Professor's Letter, This is just to allow us to look for the energy cards that we may need. So, because I mean, we're only running a total of 4 lightning energies, and in case we actually do want to make use of our Manectric EXs or our Mega Manectric EXs, that's where the Professor's Letter is going to come in handy. So we're going to be running 1 copy of that. We're also going to be running 2 Skylas just to allow us to look for those cards in case we actually need them. We're also going to be running 1 Startling Megaphone just because our deck to a certain extent does rely on our Pokemon's abilities. I mean, our deck doesn't completely fall apart with a Garbodor, but I still felt like it was a nice card to run. So 1 copy of this is how many we're going to be running. We're also going to be running 1 Switch, 3 Ultra Balls, 2 Colress, 2 Lysanders, 4 Ents, and 4 Junipers. The Float Stones is just to allow us to rush in with our Keldeo EX and then retreat him and switch in between our Pokemon. Muscle Band, pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I actually need to describe it to you guys. We're going to be running 2 Manectric Spirit Links because we don't want that 1-turn loss to actually occur. So this is where this card actually comes in handy. So 2 copies of this, and we're running a total of 12 energy cards, 8 of them being water and 4 of them being lightning. So that is the basic deck breakdown. So let's go right ahead and see how well this deck performs. It's actually been performing extremely well right now, so I definitely do think that you guys will be enjoying this deck a lot. And it looks like we're probably going to be facing a Seismitoad EX, Yveltal EX type deck. So let's see how well we perform. So our Manectric EXs are definitely going to come in handy in this battle. So let's see. Okay, it looks like we're starting first. Awesome. And let's see what we actually have. So definitely going to be bringing out our Manectric EXs. It looks like we actually don't have any energy cards at the moment though. So hopefully we're able to grab onto an N or something like that. And okay, so nothing whatsoever. So unfortunately, I'm actually going to go right ahead and place a Spirit Link down to our main Manectric EX. I feel like our opponent is probably running a bulky Yveltal deck, and they're just probably running a Hard Charm jamming Nets combination. Just thinking, because this has been a combination that's been becoming increasingly popular. So I am worried that we may actually face off against that. So I felt like just attaching one of these cards would be crucial. Hopefully we actually don't get it Startling Megaphone by if our opponent is actually running that card in his deck. And no energy cards. Wow, this is a very, very poor start. Hopefully we're able to pick up the slack, because I mean, this is 2 turns we've actually wasted being unable to do anything right now. So okay, not particularly something that I'm pleased about at the moment. Hopefully we're able to draw into an N, even a Juniper, which would unfortunately discard a lot of crucial cards in our hand. Okay, our opponent's actually going to use the N, so I'm definitely pleased about that. I will be placing the Froakie into our bench, and I'm probably going to attach the Water Energy to our Manectric EX, because I feel like this Manectric EX will be getting knocked out. I actually don't want to use the N just yet, because we do have the Rare Candy in our hand, and I absolutely do want to get our Greninja line running nice and early. Again, guys, I mean, while we are battling, definitely do recommend you guys give me your suggestions as to how you guys would actually like me to do this giveaway. Definitely want you guys' input. Don't want it to be something dry and dull. Hopefully you guys have a lot of fun doing this. And okay, so let's go and end our turn, and hopefully I'm able to bring out our Greninja on our next turn, as long as we don't get end or anything like that. Unfortunately, our Manectric EX is going to get knocked out, and our opponent is unfortunately going to draw 2 prize cards. Definitely not something that I'm happy about, but for our opponent, hopefully we're able to draw into a Mega Manectric EX or something like that as well. We have unfortunately just gotten rid of one of our Manectric Spirit Links. Again, not something that I'm happy about, but let's see what our opponent's actually thinking right now. I feel like this match could possibly go either way, but I have actually encountered quite a few Yveltal EX type decks, and just our Manectric EX is a very, very potent counter to the Yveltal EX type decks, so not particularly worried. So let's go and place the Kyurem down on our bench. A Rare Candy to evolve our Froakie into the Greninja. Thinking, should I actually use the Muscle Band attachment? Actually not going to use it right now. I mean, I wouldn't be able to perform a one-hit knockout regardless, so I'm actually just going to use the N for some new cards. And my goodness, we're not getting any energies for some reason. We're running 12 in our deck, just don't seem to be getting them. So I'm probably going to have to use the N again on our next turn. So let's go and use the Overrun for 80 damage and another 20 to our opponent's Keldeo EX. Hopefully I'm able to get rid of that Yveltal EX on the next turn, and hopefully I'm actually able to start powering up our benched Kyurem as well, because I definitely do want to demonstrate to you guys what this deck is capable of. If if we don't actually get a clear sort of demonstration, I'll absolutely be doing another battle, so hopefully you guys do get a clear idea. Maybe our opponent doesn't have a darkness energy, I'm guessing, not sure, because he's taking a bit of time. I'm assuming he's thinking what the best situation would actually be. Should he rush in with his Keldeo EX? Should he attack with his Yveltal EX? Not really sure. Unfortunately, I don't have a laser vision, so I can't see what our opponent actually does have in his hand. Hopefully he's not wasting time, though. That's another thing that I'm worried about. I mean, I don't think he is. And okay, it looks like our opponent's probably gonna bring out his Darkrai EX, I'm guessing. Just a thought, not actually sure once again. So I'm not actually sure if our opponent is running Seismitoad EX as I had initially predicted, because I mean, of course we see the Keldeo EX, but I don't know. I don't actually think our opponent is running Seismitoad EX. So okay, what is our opponent thinking of doing right now? I'm thinking he probably may not actually have any energy cards in his hand. I don't actually think he's going to be able to attack with his Yveltal EX, so he may just rush in with his Keldeo EX. Just my thoughts. Again, I'm not sure. Okay, he's going to use the Colress. I'm guessing he's really desperately looking for that energy, but he's just not able to get it. Definitely, again, something that I'm happy about. And okay, looks like the Keldeo EX is going to come out for now. So I'm going to be using the N on our turn as well. So okay, I could actually target our opponent's benched Yveltal EX if I wanted to. Thinking, would that actually be a wise choice? Yeah, let's go right ahead and dish out a bit of damage to our opponent's benched Yveltal EX, and then I'm going to go and end for some new cards in our hand. Okay, it looks like we do have the Mega Manectric EX, but no energies once again. I don't know what's going on. I mean, we did have the water energy, but my goodness, we're getting extremely unlucky right now. So should I actually evolve into the Mega Manectric EX? I actually think that I will. So it's gonna end our turn, unfortunately, but the Mega Manectric EX will at least allow us to fetch our discarded energies and power up our Kyurem, just so we can use the main attack on our deck. And it looks like I was right. Our opponent is running some Team Flare cards, so definitely was nice that I did attach some item cards to our Pokemon, and namely speaking, our Manectric EX early on into the game. I mean, unfortunately, he did get knocked out, but just Headringer and Jamming Net are some extremely annoying cards that we should absolutely look out for. But luckily, our deck isn't heavily focused on our EX cards. Probably will have to use the Professor Juniper, unfortunately, on our turn. Because, I mean, if I did Lysander opponent's Yveltal EX, I unfortunately don't actually have an energy card to knock him out on our turn. Opponent's going to use the Crushing Hammer and unfortunately get the heads, so he's going to slow us down even more. So yeah, I'm probably going to be forced to actually use our Juniper on our turn, and it looks like the Shadow Circle is going to come out. Unfortunately, we're not actually running any Stadium cards in our deck, so our Lightning advantage over the Yveltal EX is unfortunately gone at the moment, but that's okay. Still think that we're going to perform relatively well. I mean, our opponent does have the advantage, but it's still relatively early on into the game. So let's see what he's actually thinking right now. He can't retreat with the Keldeo EX unless he actually attaches another energy to him, or uses a Float Stone or something like that, which doesn't actually look like our opponent has one. So I think he's just going to end his turn and attach a Darkness energy to his Yveltal EX, which only has 60 HP. Okay, so there we go. So it definitely looks like he made the wiser choice. So okay, let's see what I will actually do right now. Okay, I'm actually gonna go and dish out 30 damage to our opponent's benched Yveltal EX. Should I actually do that? Yeah, I think I will. So let's go right ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go and use the Juniper. Okay, it looks like we're finally getting some energy cards. So that's definitely something that I'm happy about. So let's go and grab out a Lightning energy and a Water energy. And hopefully our Mega Manectric EX can start dishing out some damage next turn. And I will be evolving this Manectric EX into the Mega Manectric EX again. So let's go and place the Kyurem down as well. Gonna go and grab out a Froakie. Have I actually given up any of our Greninjas or anything like that? We have gotten rid of our Frogadier, but we do have another rare candy in our deck. So let me just see if okay, Froakie, let me just see if we actually do have the other rare candy in case we want to be dishing out a whole lot of damage with our Greninjas. No, looks like it may actually be prized. Sorry, I maybe going a little bit too fast. Nonetheless, I'm still gonna go right ahead and grab him. Feel like it's just a nice Pokemon to have, just in case we do draw onto some prize cards that happen to be a rare candy, for example. So let's go and place him down and place our Mega Manectric EX down as well. So hopefully I'll be able to get rid of our opponent's Yveltal EX on our next turn by discarding a Water Energy using our Greninja's Water Shuriken ability, and then I'll be able to attack with the Thunderbolt attack and attach some Water Energies to our Kyurem. So we do have 3 discarded energies in our discard pile right now. It's going to be 4 next turn, but again our Mega Manectric EX is going to be fetching those energies from our discard pile, so definitely quite nice. Again, our opponent doesn't actually have the Darkrai EX in his bench just yet, so he can't make the most out of his Keldeo EX. Looks like he's actually going to use the Colress, so he may, I'm assuming he's probably going to have the Darkrai EX, unless it actually happens to be prized, which would be pretty unfortunate for our opponent. And looks like I was right, he is actually using the Hard Charm Nets deck, or is he actually using, okay, he's using Hard Charm and Headringer. Nonetheless, a very, very annoying sort of combination. Okay, and looks like we do have the Superior Energy Retrieval. Should I actually use it? No, I'm not actually going to use it right now. I feel like we could save that for later. So let's go and use the Water Shuriken to get rid of that Yveltal EX and draw onto 2 of our prize cards. And okay, it looks like we've gotten some more Water Energy cards in our hand. So that's definitely quite nice. I think now I'm actually going to go and use the Superior Energy Retrieval. So let's go and get rid of these and draw onto 4 of our energy cards. Attach a Water Energy to our Mega Manectric EX and dish out 130 damage and draw 2 of our Water Energies and start powering up our Kyurem EX. So as you guys can see, this deck is quite nice. Actually, it's been working out very, very smoothly with me. I've been very pleased with its performance. I'm actually very, very surprised because, I mean, I didn't... normally when I test out a deck, I tend to do a bit of tweaking after, but it feels like I actually got the deck builder right the first time around, at least in my opinion. I mean, there's definitely probably some changes you guys can actually make to improve the deck, but I don't know. Again, I've been very, very pleased with it, so I can't complain. Again, retreating that Keldeo EX is absolutely not going to do anything because we can use our Greninja's Mist-Slash attack to actually dish out some damage to our opponent's Keldeo EX. Unfortunately, this Stadium card is going to prevent us from being able to win this turn, but nonetheless, I'm not particularly worried at the moment. So let's see, our opponent's Yveltal EX will be able to dish out 100 damage to us, so he'll probably be able to get rid of our Mega Manectric EX next turn. We actually don't have any discarded energies in our discard pile just yet, but we will be able to use our Greninja special Mist-Slash ability. I'm actually going to go and retreat our Mega Manectric EX and bring out our Kyurem. So let's go and do that. And then I'm going to go and max potion off our Mega Manectric EX. Gonna go and attach a... I'm actually going to use the Frost Spear attack. I'm thinking, would that actually be the wiser choice right now? First of all, let's go right ahead and attach a Water Energy. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. So, and then let's go and use the Water Shuriken attack to do 30 damage to our opponent's Yveltal EX. Let's use the Frost Spear attack to unfortunately only do 10 damage, but get rid of that Keldeo EX and draw onto 2 prize cards. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get the Juniper in our hand. So, okay, hopefully as long as we can get rid of that Yveltal EX, things should go our way. Again, the max potion comes in very, very handy. So I feel like this is going to be a relatively smooth sailing onto victory for us right now. Just trying to think, would I actually be able to get rid of that Yveltal EX? Yeah, actually we'll be able to win next turn by using our... No, okay, so our opponents used it, the Pokemon Center Lady, so unfortunately I won't be able to win this turn. Quite a smart choice on his part, but... okay, so he's actually going to be able to get rid of our Kyurem, so let's go and bring out our Mega Manectric EX for now. Gonna place the Keldeo EX into our bench. I'm going to use the Water Shuriken to dish out 30 damage to our opponent's Yveltal EX. Gonna use the Professor Juniper, really hoping that we're actually able to grab onto one of our Lightning Energies so that we can actually use our Mega Manectric EX attack. So let's see, and awesome, looks like we just got the Thunder Energy, so let's go and do that. And then I'm going to go and attach some Water Energies to our Kyurem EX, sorry, our Kyurem. So let's go and do that, and awesome. Okay, so I feel like we should be able to win if our opponent was actually able to retreat his Yveltal EX, I'm sure I have at least another water energy in our in our deck, or at least a superior energy retrieval by using the computer search. So we should be able to win next turn. So I mean, if we're able to perform this well against the Yveltal EX build that we are actually facing, guys, I'm going to say right now that this deck is very, very impressive. Seems to be a tier 1 type deck because our opponent's using arguably one of the most popular decks at the moment and has been performing very, very well in the championships. So if we're able to defeat our opponent's deck using the one that we're actually using, definitely think that our opponent has, our deck has a lot of potential. And I mean, I think we are actually going to win unless our opponent actually ends us down to 2 cards, which he could. I mean, I'm not actually sure whether or not he will. Okay, so he's actually going to use the Juniper, so we should be able to win thanks to our computer search. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Again, please hit me up with you guys' suggestions in the comment section down below. Just what you guys think would work nicely, how you guys actually do want me to do this giveaway. And again, a huge sorry to you guys just for the fact that my last video had been a week ago. And I mean, I was only a little bit busy, so it's not exactly the greatest excuse for not actually having released more videos for you guys. So my apologies. I'll definitely be picking up the slack this week for you guys, and hopefully the giveaway does somewhat make it up to you guys. And looks like our opponent's wasting time right now, but fortunately it's a little too late for him right now, and we are going to be able to win on our turn as soon as he ends his turn. Again, the retreating is actually not going to do anything thanks to our Greninja with his Water Shuriken ability. So let's go and use the computer search to grab out for a water energy and go on to victory. Okay, so no water energies, but thankfully we do have the superior energy retrieval. Let's go right ahead and use that. Doesn't matter what cards we give up anymore, and just grab out some random energies. Use our Water Shuriken ability for the win. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and again, please do let me know how you guys would actually like the giveaway to happen. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much.